What's up, everybody? Kingsley here with the lovely Mac.
Yo!
I don't think I introduced in the last podcast.
No, you didn't.
No,
I'm
it's
just
okay.
hanging out.
Yeah, well, it's too late to go over now because this is a long episode. We're recording the Future Fixation episode number 2. This one's probably going to be a little short, probably within a half hour. There's not a ton of news in the technology world.
Yeah, E3 has just been, it's been all games.
Eating everything to do with technology. We're going to touch on E3 a little bit near the end, but some of the stories, nothing too crazy going on, like we said in the week of technology. Try to give you some stuff from good ranges and kind of go over some stuff. First thing we kind of have Google's forcing Android apps to show chances of getting loot boxes.
See, I like this because some of these apps that I play, they got like, okay, so PUBG Mobile is probably the worst offender of this.
Okay.
Where you can buy little vouchers to put on their little spin wheel to get like a new hat or something. Yeah. You have no idea what your odds are on this. None. Zero. Yeah. And I've never gotten anything cool out of this. I've probably gotten like $30. Don't kill me, Lisa.
Shh, we won't tell. Yeah, I know it's a thing in like China, I believe, where like you have to show the odds of getting these as just part of their gambling legislation. So it's definitely interesting to see kind of where these things fall in line.
That's just fair.
I think it's fair, to be honest. Like, you should be able to know, like, generally in Blizzard, they tell you, like, you get 1 in every 10 loot boxes you open, you get a chance of getting a legendary. That's kind of where you fall in. Hearthstone, Overwatch, that's kind of just where it comes down to. So that's a good way of kind of knowing that, but getting an exact amount, like, you have a 13% chance of winning, or, like, even if it's a, like, guaranteed after 15 spins to get rare or better. Right. Then at least you have an idea of going.
And yeah, it might affect their sales a little bit when I see, okay, I only have a 5% chance to get this legendary whatever. Yeah. But then increase your odds, make it better. Exactly.
And I think this should be something that comes to like Steam and stuff like that. I think it should be something that kind of falls.
It probably will.
That. Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully it gets a little bit more widespread. So that was kind of the whole thing about that one. The next one, again, Alexa in the news this week. Alexa last week was an emotion-based thing. This week, Alexa's been recording things, and people have not been super happy of what it's recording. So now Amazon's pretty much giving away of you deleting all the recordings that Alexa has of you. What do you think of that? Do you use Alexa?
No, we got Google.
Okay,
Google
so do I.
At home.
Yeah.
I guess, will that make its like job harder when it doesn't it learn from your recordings?
I don't know if it learns from your recordings, but I think like there's just certain things that maybe have been said that maybe it was listening and you didn't think it was.
Well, because like I know when we set up our Google Mini, it was very explicit that if you leave it always on, it is always listening to you.
Which isn't. Yeah, it's good and a bad thing.
Whatever. Like what are you gonna do?
Yeah, like I'm not in the type of position where I'm.
I know it's probably a bad
incriminating
thing. Like corporations do it, but whatever.
Yeah, like it's everything records you now, and like the last episode,
your phone's always listening.
Oh,
do you think you get those Little Caesar ads?
Of course.
And now just because I said it, your phone will be getting Little Caesar
ads. Thanks. Can't eat Little Caesars on keto, unfortunately.
No, that's not keto season.
No, all these freaking promotions for Little Caesars is gonna screw me over. I think it's kind of interesting, and like it's part of the legislation to be able to see what stuff has recording, see all your different like backlog of information that you have, and you can delete it or keep it.
Well, it's interesting because with a new iPhone announcement, they were explicit in saying that we don't keep any of your records. That's
I'm gonna call 100%
That's what they were
BS.
saying. We don't keep any of your stuff. You're secure with Apple.
They probably just don't keep it on premises. It's in Ireland or something. That's probably exactly what they do. But yeah. I think every corporation keeps track of you.
It's all about data mining, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's how do you get to your consumer. It's not so much of how can we exploit our customers. It's what can we learn from our customers to better suit our products. How can we tailor them to us?
Yeah, we just want to give you a better experience.
Yeah, who doesn't want a better experience? Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't. That doesn't make a lot of sense. This one's pretty easy. Like, end of iTunes.
Get your Kleenex.
Get your Kleenex. The back-to-back, actually. Get your Kleenex.
Yeah, you really stacked the depression.
Yeah, this one's sad, unfortunately. Well, not sad for us being Android users, but
I'm so glad it's gone because I hated iTunes.
Yeah, but it's going to be the same developers. So the end of iTunes. It's officially not being supported anymore, and it's going into I think they're calling it Apple. So it's an app for Apple Podcasts. Yeah. Apple TV, which also includes your movies, or it's Apple Movies, one of those two, and includes your TV shows. And then there's also, I can't remember the other one. It's like Apple Games or something. Okay. Something like Apple Music. I think that's what it is. Okay. Music, where all your music is stored. I don't understand why it's 3 separate apps now. Why couldn't it?
You preferred it to be all in one?
I don't have anything on it, but like, why would I don't understand why you split it into 3 separate apps?
Maybe if you don't, maybe I don't listen to music, but I listen to podcasts. So just give me the podcast.
Does it
app.
really take that much space?
Google does Play Books, Play Store, Play Music.
I guess, but like,
So they already have that split ecosystem.
maybe it's
But
just
they all
'cause
do live in the Play Store at the end of the day.
maybe it's just all these. There's too many features for the app, and it gets too convoluted. Maybe like. I don't know. Like, I don't understand the point of it. I guess it's just iTunes has been around. I think this is in 2001. So 19 years.
Wow.
It's graduated. And now it's being just
Put out back and bye-bye.
Euthanized.
No, Mom, he's my dog.
Yeah. Oh, good old Yeller. So he's being put down.
Whoa.
Apple iTunes is just kind of being done. They've already released the other apps, so I think they're slowly switching everything over. I'm not sad. I don't really care because I don't use iTunes. I never really have. It's always a pain to use. So maybe this new
program. It's so clunky.
Yeah,
but it did store all my not so legally attained music. So
hopefully, hopefully it's going to be better on these new apps, and it's going to be a little bit easier to like take your pictures off, or like make it easy to do stuff that's not like you have to use our software or like you're binded forever. So I'm hoping it's going to bring good things down the road.
So keep an eye out for that. If you're currently using iTunes, it's gone.
This next one's a big tearjerker, so definitely keep your Kleenex out. This one is really hard for me. Probably not for the rest of the population, but this one, I've used this for a long time. BBM officially shut down May 31st.
BlackBerry Messenger.
I've used, honestly, BlackBerry Messenger for... So me and Jess have been going on 10 years.
Yeah, we
have used BBM ever since we started talking. So we've been using BBM every day for almost 10 years, and that's just us. So even when we went over to Android,
when you didn't have, you still got the app on Android.
I had to delete it because it didn't work anymore.
Right.
So we used it every single day. It was nice to have a separate app from everything else.
Yeah. So why not like WhatsApp or?
We use WhatsApp now, but like
hanging on.
I'll tell you a story. So this is kind of a funny story, and she knows it. So when I was purchasing my engagement ring for her, I was talking to somebody else on WhatsApp.
Okay.
And we've been on BBM forever. I made the mistake because I was having a conversation with her, and I was having a conversation with somebody else. And luckily, I was able to kind of twist it a little bit. And I said, "Oh, it's okay. The ring only cost X amount of dollars." And she's like, "What ring?" And I'm like, "Oh God!" I was like, "No way."
That's why you gotta have it all in one place.
So I was like, but I feel like if I had it in one place, like at least I knew, okay, BBM is her, WhatsApp is somebody else.
Good point.
But I wasn't paying attention. I was just texting quick, and because we were trying to get this stuff done, and I'm like, "Oh God!" Luckily, by saving grace, I managed to make it work. Her brother was getting engaged both the same time.
Right.
I think they got engaged around 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, so the story checks out.
I was able to say, "Oh no, like that's the price of his ring that he got for his fiance." And so I think she believed it. I don't know if she'll ever tell me the truth, but I hope she believed it. So it was always nice having a separate app, but like I use WhatsApp for everything else, but I don't know if I like WhatsApp either. So that's kind of what's weird. Like
it works. I use it every day.
It's BBM more or less. It's just I liked having
owned by Facebook.
I don't like how like I've always in BBM I've been able to like text my emojis. So I didn't have to go and select the emoji.
Oh, you could just put smiley face and make a smiley face.
Well, I could just do like colon bracket, and it knew that was a smiley face, and that's just what I've always been used to. I can't do that on WhatsApp. And I'm like, God, come on.
2019.
That's so much more work. Like,
God.
just let me type what I want to type. Like, so BBM, 13 years. It sucks. They are allowing personal users to go over to the enterprise for a year, but then you have to pay for it after that. Okay. So they are still offering BBM services.
Just uninstall it.
But you're going to have to pay for it. Go with WhatsApp. I think Viber is another one that's really popular. WeChat if you're in the Asian countries. WeChat is huge in China.
I didn't expect it.
Why?
I don't know.
You never heard of WeChat?
No.
Oh, I watched YouTube videos on people like living in China, and they like that's how they
seem so excited about.
That's how they take payment. It's really cool.
Oh, okay.
So like the ones I watch are like people that sell like counterfeit stuff.
Right.
So like they go to these counterfeit markets, and everything is done by WeChat. So you literally, it's like WhatsApp, and you're like, okay, I scanned your phone, and boom, I'm sending you a payment right now.
Oh,
so it gives you a little QR code. Yeah,
neat,
so like,
neat. Okay.
I think it's really cool, and they have stores that use WeChat. So yes, it's a real thing. Okay, get up on your technology. Jeez, man.
WeChat.
So WeChat. Going on, we're going through this really, really quick. So like I said, it's definitely going to be under the half hour mark. What do we have next, Mac?
You're going to tell us about some Note 10 and Pixel 4 leaks.
Well, not so much. I'm not going to tell them about it, but it's just.
Tell 'em.
What do you think about the redesigns? Or what do you think of the leaked designs, I should say?
Well, again, you got to take it with a grain of salt. It is leaked, so you don't know if it's official. But like, I'm a Pixel 3 user right now, so the Pixel 4, it looks like they've moved the camera lenses from the left side of the phone to the right side of the front-facing phone.
Do you have a Pixel 2 or a Pixel 3?
This is a 3.
Okay,
this is a 3.
But you have a whole bar up top, correct? Your camera sits on the bar?
Yes, so they've added a now full screen. So on the video, my phone has like a black bar with a speaker on top and a black bar with a speaker on bottom. That's gone. It's now full screened, and the camera's built into the screen.
They're going towards these like hole punch designs.
Yeah.
That's very similar how the Note 10 leaks are as well. They're saying that it's one camera in the middle. I don't believe it's going to be one camera. That doesn't make sense to me, considering the S10 Plus was 2 cameras.
It just depends how good that one camera is.
I heard that they're doing multiple iterations of the Note. I heard there's going to be like a base Note and then like a higher end Note. So maybe it's going to be one camera versus 2 front cameras.
Yeah, so that was like when I was choosing on getting my phone, it was either going to be the Note 9 or the Pixel 3, and like the barrier to entry, like cost-wise, for the newer Note was still like astronomical compared to the new Pixel.
Yeah, it's quite a bit higher.
Pixel, yeah.
We paid like $700 for our Notes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like, we traded in our phones.
Yeah, to get a
we
bit of a
we
deal.
got it down. I think we paid like actually $400, but like it's a $1,500 phone in Canada.
Yeah, like
it's
I got
not
my
cheap.
Pixel 3 for free,
Yeah.
and it was new at the time.
Yes,
So.
it's definitely different.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the hole punch design. Didn't think I was gonna be a huge fan of it.
Well,
but
people
like,
were freaking out about the notch.
I don't like the notch. I really don't like the notch.
It's never bugged me. I don't know why people hate the notch.
I don't know.
The screen.
Well, like I don't like it how Apple does it now with the XS because they're trying to hide the notch.
Oh, okay.
So if you look at their marketing when they announced the phone, and you look at their wallpapers, they are discreetly designed to hide that notch.
To go with the notch.
You look at a picture of an iPhone XS, and the way that the background is set, you can't tell there's a notch.
Oh,
Nope.
That's
you would
interesting.
think it's just a black background and it's just hidden.
That'd be a bad surprise.
So and like that's the thing is like people are like, oh, and it's like no, it's there. Like they didn't change it. So like the teardrop or whatever, the hole punch, I don't mind it, and like the way that the S10 did it. In embracing it, like, hey, check out these wallpapers that have these hole punch designed around them. So like there was one with the S10 Plus with Wally, so the camera was its eyes.
Okay, that's cool.
So like stuff like that, like.
Well, I like this trend better than the Edge trend.
See, and I don't mind the
You
intro.
loved
I
it.
use it.
I don't know.
See, like, and I just consider it as like another front page.
Sure.
So like things I don't need as a widget, I use that. So like movie apps, like there's no widget for them. So like, but it's something I want to be able to check quick.
Right.
So it's something that I have that I can access really quick. So I like the Edge feature. But not so much like the curved design of it. I just like having an extra like a thing that I can get to really fast. That's all it is. And But yeah, I think the Pixel 2, I think they said 2 front cameras.
Yep.
Like I said,
the Pixel 4.
Yeah, Pixel 4, Pixel 2.
2's old.
Going back to generations. So Pixel 4, I think, is there 2 cameras on the back, 3 cameras on the back? It looks like it's a dual camera.
Dual camera.
So I think that's going to be the first one with dual cameras because right now they only have single cameras.
If it does look like that, that's a cool looking phone.
It's a very good looking phone, like from the renders that they're showing.
I wonder if you would get tired of that camera being in your picture all the time. You think?
Maybe, maybe not.
Like if you're watching a YouTube video and in the bottom corner there's
it'd be like the notch, the way that like it's going to be cut off.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So and then you can also expand it. But if you think about it, like in the very corners of your video, like what are you ever like missing?
Yeah, but it's just like that weird like OCD thing, you know?
I guess so. Like I've used the S10 Plus and like it's not bad like expanding it out, but it does generally like cut away from it.
Right.
So I think having that extra real estate, I think probably within the next year we'll see under display cameras which will be very cool. Like not like being full screen and having a camera under the display.
Right.
I think that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, dual camera is what they're kind of leaking.
Triple, but they're thinking it's dual.
Well, they only have a single camera now, correct? I'm pretty sure on the Pixel.
Yeah, it's single.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure on the XL as well, it's only a single camera. So going to a dual camera will definitely be
a bump up as well. Front, single back. I never even noticed that before. Okay, fun.
So yeah, going up, and then the Samsung, I think they're saying the render that they have is single camera front. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be dual camera front, and they're saying anywhere from 3 to 4 cameras on the back. They're not gonna have less than 3 cameras on the back. It's gonna be 3, and I'm gonna say there's probably gonna be a 4th one that's gonna be kind of hidden in there.
Right.
So camera galore. There's just it's crazy how many cameras are fitting in a phone now. That's why they're getting crazy and crazier. There's the next one. You said you were using it actually already.
Yeah, so like me being a Pixel user, I use every Google app imaginable, one being Google Maps. So they've just added the ability to see speed cameras attached to lights on the streets, which is kind of handy. There's one just down the street here. And
when I was using GPS yesterday with Google Maps, we went by a speed camera and said, "Is there still a speed camera here?"
Oh, gotcha.
And underneath it said like when it's safe to do so, tap yes or no. But yeah, it's kind of cool that like it definitely needed that because like that was a big feature of Waze that Google Maps didn't have. So integrating that is kind of cool.
It's nice. Another feature I just noticed is I can share my location with you in real time, and you can almost track. Well, you can track me traveling my route, like you're tracking like a skip the dishes order.
I did that to Jess, and she got freaked out. She's like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm
cool.
like, "Well, I was like, I'm meeting you somewhere. I thought it'd be nice for you to see like where I am in my route.
Yeah,
and like." Kind of see like how close I am because like if we're meeting up somewhere, okay, he's here. I know that takes 5-10 minutes, so I think it's a cool.
That's why I added it, used it because we were just going to my sister's birthday outside of town. So I said, "Okay, I'm on my way," and I'm using my GPS anyway. I just shared where.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't do anything.
Neat. Yeah, she knows. Oh, he's only 5 minutes away. Cool.
Yeah, you're able to kind of check in and see where they are. Yep. I've used it twice now. I think it's kind of a neat feature. So we'll see how well people use it. Yeah. The other one that I think is really cool that they announced a while ago was when you're walking, like the AR mode, and being able to like hold your camera up and like when you're walking, it gives you directions like virtually.
They have that?
Yeah.
When's this?
It's something that they announced a while ago. I think Pixel users have it. I'm pretty sure you have it.
I'm gonna check it. I was like, I'll check it out right now.
Yeah. There's definitely like when you're walking, like you'll hold your phone up.
Open.
Yeah, you like hold your phone up, and it doesn't allow you to walk like it all the time because it wants you to look around.
Right.
But like if you need to see where you're going, you hold it up, and you'll see a direction. Arrow? Yeah, like you'll see the building in the background, and you'll see an arrow.
Sometimes it's hard to like get like, okay, am I facing this way or this way?
Yeah, it uses real world, and it has like it's augmented reality, so it shows you where to go, and it's really interesting. It's really neat. I don't know if it's available in Canada yet, but it definitely was a feature that was launched on Pixel because it's where it always goes first.
Cool.
But it's definitely real, I promise. So getting in some of the video game stuff here, we're going to kind of end off with some video game stuff. We don't know how to say this. The Google Stadia,
I think. Sounds more exotic.
Google Stadia, launching in November. It's going to be a new streaming service, streaming console. I don't know what you call it.
Cloud-based console?
I guess. Is it a console? Is it just a service?
Cloud-based gaming.
That's probably a good way of saying it.
Yeah, so you can buy their controller, which costs some monies.
Yeah, I think it's $160 or something like that.
They have free and premium subscription-based services.
Yeah, I think the premium is $9.99 a month. Yep. That gives you access to their game library. They haven't really said anything on it.
Yeah,
they just said there's going to be a game library.
It's launching with Destiny, so we were just discussing before, like, can we just play our Destiny accounts on that thing?
Yes.
Cloud-based?
Yes, you can.
Sure? Okay.
So during the Destiny live stream the other day, they announced cross-save, not cross-platform.
So I don't have to buy Destiny on Stadia.
That I don't know. They never said that.
See, that's what I mean. I want to know: am I buying Destiny again to play it anywhere I want?
That's fair. I mean? Yeah. Like, is the game that you already own gonna go across those other things? I'm gonna say probably not. Right. But it definitely allows for cross save. So you can go from PlayStation, you're done on there. That's where your friends are. You go over to PC because that's where you prefer to play, and you can kind of you're not gonna lose your character progression. Gotcha. So that's definitely a cool way of going about it. They also announced that they're going to create this brand new Destiny 2 like base game. It's going to be free. So I'm guessing that's what's going to launch on the Stadia.
Oh yeah, the Google Light, Destiny
New Light, New Light, New Light, New Life, New Light. I think it is.
New Life. This isn't a Sims game.
New Life. Destiny New Light. It gives you all the year one DLC, which is awesome. So it gives you Warmind, Curse of Osiris, and then Red War. Is that what it was? Red.
What?
The DLC for Destiny 2 was Warmind.
Yes. That's
Curse of Osiris.
Yeah, Saturn.
And there was one called Red War, I believe it was.
A Mercury?
I think it's called Red War. I think those are the 3 that they launched year one.
I don't think it's Red War.
What is it? Look it up. I'm pretty sure it's Red War. Anyways, that's going to be going on the base game. You're going to get that all for free, which is crazy. You're going to get the base game plus all the year one content. And they said there's going to be a new tutorial mission going into it. But once you get into that, the world's yours. Like, you don't have to do anything else. You can go, like, you can't do a raid right away, but you can go in and jump into lost sectors with your friends. So it's kind of cool. That's going to come up with the Shadow Keep DLC. Is that what it's called? Shadow Keep?
Shadow Keep, yep.
Shadow Keep. So that's coming out in September. So that's the next DLC coming for it. Yeah, we actually forgot to talk about what games we were playing in our game podcast, but that's totally okay. So that's launching this November. You're going to be able to use it on any console, any browser as well, which I think is really cool. As long as you're using a Chrome-based browser, which I believe also Internet Explorer is using as well. Now they're using a Chromium-based browser. So it's cool that you're going to be able to play on all these different things. Did they only have 2 expansions?
I think you made one up.
I think the Red War was just part of like the base game, maybe. That's what it was called.
Name. Curse of Osiris.
Yeah. It might have been just like what they called the first section. I think that's what they called it. I swear, Red War. Type in Red War Destiny 2. Or maybe it's Red War Destiny. Am I like thinking Destiny 1 or something? Anyways, now that that's launching, there's also Project X.
Oh, no, wow. Was it a mission?
Maybe.
I think it was a mission.
I think it was the whole beginning of the game with the Cabal.
Yeah,
I think yeah.
That's the
okay, so it's not DLC, but it's the base game is called the Red War.
Okay.
So I'm not crazy.
All right.
Just thought it was a DLC, so I was just wrong. But yeah, speaking of streaming services, there's a bunch announced at E3, so that was kind of cool. What are some of the ones that we heard about, Mac?
Wow, great question. Well, Uplay, the nice people at Ubisoft are launching one.
They're launching a subscription game based streaming, so that you're going to have to play on PC and you just get access to a game library.
Yep. Bethesda also doing one, right?
Same thing.
Yep.
But they also announced, they didn't announce a game library. They announced a game streaming platform, but they didn't give pricing or anything. They just said, hey, we're working on one as well.
Either way, you're going to be able to play games in the cloud on any kind of computer as long as you have okay internet.
Yeah, and not even on the computer. You're gonna be able to play on your phone.
Yeah, good point. You just
your
need that
tablet,
browser, right? Yeah.
Your TV. Like, you're gonna be playing on anything that's an internet connection.
It's an exciting
device.
time to be a gamer, that's for sure.
I think that's where the future of gaming is going. I think it's gonna go more cloud based than console based.
So I wonder how that affects the PC market, parts.
We'll see. I think
now that people don't need to buy the best video card, do those come down in price?
Well, it's not. It's always gonna be I want the best graphics, so I will go and buy the best graphics card.
True.
Because there's always going to be a limit to where you're going to be able to stream. Bandwidth, yeah, it's like a hose and you can open it up. But the pipes that they have at Google are going to slow down at some point if everybody's streaming these games. You're not everybody's going to get a dedicated T1 line that's gigabit. That's not going to happen.
Right.
Or at least not for a while.
Right.
So until that kind of matches up with it, I think we'll see a little bit of a thing, and until latency becomes less of an issue. But I think within probably the next 5 years, I think consoles might be done. It might just go portable.
Let's see.
Well, I think there'll always be a market for consoles, but I feel like you're not going to have the iteration of there's a new console next year again. It's going to be this is a big upgrade because it means something. It's not it's an Xbox One S because it's now smaller.
Right.
You're not going to go buy that when you already have the same capability to stream the same game.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see. Microsoft came out with one as well. So there's lots coming out for it. The last thing that we have, speaking of Microsoft, new Xbox officially announced, codenamed Scarlet. They don't have an official name on it yet. They said it'll be released sometime next holiday season.
It sounds beefy. They're making some big claims out there.
8K, some of the claims. It's got a custom built SSD. Yeah, because everybody's got 8K TVs at home. I don't even have a 4K TV.
Yeah, I'm still rocking my 720 plasma.
Yeah, woo, let's go. So it's yeah, I don't even know if they sell 8K TVs yet. I don't I never seen them.
Scarlett's gonna have it.
I guess so. The capability to do it. We should say that.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure 30% increase load
something
times.
They were saying they wanted to increase actually eliminate load times. That's what they're trying to do with this. They're having a Navi based GPU from AMD, which haven't been released yet, but there have been some rumors going around to be really competitive against NVIDIA. Then they were also basing their new CPU off the Ryzen 2 architecture. So it'll be interesting to see. Everything's custom built for Xbox. They said they worked very closely with AMD to build something specifically for them.
That's cool.
Custom built SSDs. They said, yeah, I don't know what it's.
I mean, I'm probably not going to get a console.
It sounds like a monster.
Yeah, but with cloud-based gaming, Microsoft being way more friendly to PC people, having all their games shared across.
That's the thing is, you now have a PC that can play all these games at way better resolution. True. It's way faster than your Xbox.
Yep.
Xbox is Xbox and PlayStation. It's an ease of use. It's easy to set up, really easy to get into.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so it's good for the mass consumers.
I just want to play games. I don't want any of the technical junk. I just want to put my disc in, or download it, and play. Okay, fine.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I think the cool thing that console gaming has a downfall of that cloud gaming probably won't is the downloading of games. How is that going to work? When you buy a new game, is it already installed on that server, or do you have to download it to that server? I'm going to
assume it's ready to rock and roll from that server.
So that's what's going to be interesting is when a game launches, you're not going to have to sit there and download it. You're going to be able to play it.
Push start and go.
Well, yeah, a midnight launch in a game, what's the worst thing? You go buy the game midnight launch, come home, and the game has to install for 2 hours.
Yeah, that was the
and
worst.
Then you got to download it. Yeah. Or you pre-download it, but you still got to download it. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see kind of where the future of technology goes and where we're going with it.
Okay, Xbox Scarlett coming soon.
Coming soon, holiday. I'm guessing I think they said 2020, so I think they said next holiday. So I'm guessing probably sometime October, November. They're not going to push it to December because they're not going to sell enough for Christmas and stuff like that. That was pretty much it for the Pixel. Wow. The Future Fixation, episode number 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you guys are watching on YouTube, go check us out on audio podcast, Spotify, Twitcher. Oh, wow. So Twitcher. We're not on Twitch yet. Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcast. This is the one we screwed up on last time too. Apple Podcast, Google Play Podcast. We're on all the major platforms. You can follow us on our social media, Fixation Podcast.
Hit the bell on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hit that bell. Ring it.
Ring it. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, if you guys enjoy the video podcast, let us know. Or if there's another format you guys want us to maybe go into, let us know in the comments or hit us up on our social media. Or if you don't have social media, email us at behindthefixation@gmail.com. But any closing remarks at all, Mac?
No, I'm Mac. That's Kingsley.
We'll see you guys later.
That's your Future Fixation for the week.
Bye-bye.